Live from your Central Texas news leader, you're watching KXAN Austin News.
A new wave of severe weather is threatening some of the same areas devastated by bad storms last week.
And once again, the system is producing tornadoes, hail, and high winds. Jim is back to tell us more about it.
Had a tornado touchdown this afternoon near Bowling Green, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri is under tornado warning right now. Big storms developing in North Texas, and these could all affect us later. And this may be only the beginning this evening. The system that dumped up to a foot of snow in North Dakota is now poised to create even bigger problems for the Midwest and farther east. The St. Louis area got a taste of it early Tuesday with high winds and damaging baseball-size hail.
Well, we woke us up just beating the house down. I thought the house was getting blown away.
But as reported by the Weather Channel on MSNBC,
we're expecting storms to redevelop into the afternoon and evening. First, they're going to start.
Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio should brace for what's expected.
As we get into the evening hours, there's going to be an ongoing threat for thunderstorms. Some could spawn tornadoes, but there's also going to be a real threat for strong gusty winds.
Gratefully, much of the South, including North Carolina, is expected to be spared from this new line of storms, where cleanup from Saturday's outburst of tornadoes continues.
The adjuster said this is a total disaster here. I mean, everything's wiped out.
The death toll in North Carolina stands at 22, and damage costs are climbing, now at over an estimated $100 million. Which is not surprising, given that 800 homes and several hundred more businesses were damaged or destroyed. Strong winds are feeding destructive fires in South Florida, where 7 brush fires broke out in Martin County Monday night. And they're even bigger in Texas. Another dry, hot, windy day resulted in more fires that have already scorched more than 1 million acres. And tonight, the cold front right along the leading edge of the thunderstorms, of course, that are breaking out. And St. Louis is indeed getting hit a second time today under tornado warning in just the last hour. Now, you can see these storms have developed all the way down south into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. In fact, Dallas and Fort Worth, Dallas County and Tarrant County, are under severe thunderstorm warning right now. Some golf ball-sized hail has been reported in those areas. Just north of there in Denton, also golf ball-sized hail reports coming in. Oh, and you see this storm right here? Guess where that storm formed? Very near Tushka, Oklahoma, which was under tornado warning briefly within the last hour. Does that sound familiar? That was the beginning of the gigantic tornado outbreak last Thursday. The first killer tornado touched down in Tushka, Oklahoma. It was a big F3 and wiped out half the town and a 100-year-old school building there. All right, let's talk about what this all means for us. The front's obviously up here in this area, but there is a dry line right now that stretches down here into the hill country, and we believe that these storms could form down that dry line as we get into the evening hours tonight. Talk more about that in a moment. Let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. Skies are still mostly cloudy around the metro area. You've seen a lot more sunshine out in the hill country, but then again, you've been a lot warmer too. San Angelo broke a record today, over 100 degrees, a record that had stood since 1925. Fortunately, we didn't get to 100 in the metro, but it got close in parts of the hill country. 92, and as you can see, we're still mostly cloudy. 93 out in Llano right now, 94 in Mason, 90 in Georgetown, 90 degrees in LaGrange, mostly cloudy, officially 92 in Austin, and 92 out at the airport. Winds are variable in the city at 3, south at 10 miles per hour at ABIA. Sunset tonight is at 8:01. In our pollen count today, mold medium, oak at 28 is low, willow 29 is low, pecan 91 medium, and grass at 41 low. Around the state, unusually hot day, which is why we're seeing this outbreak of severe thunderstorms. In April, you'll get warm, moist air, in this case hot, moist air, and you combine that with cold fronts coming down with cool, dry air, and that's where you see the eruption of thunderstorms. And it's happening right here along this area where you can see the temperatures are contrasting right now. And there you see the eruption in North Texas into southeastern Oklahoma. Big supercell thunderstorms that may develop on down south as we get into the evening hours. The National Storm Prediction Center has not issued a watch for our area. There's a tornado watch in North Texas, but they have put our area in the slight risk category for severe thunderstorms during the overnight period tonight. Now, this front is going to move on down here tonight and then become stationary in our area tomorrow. If you get, the computer models don't think there's much chance of anything happening, but let me tell you, in April, if you get a frontal boundary lying on top of you, with a warm, muggy air mass in front of it and a cool, dry air mass behind it. Simply the heat of the day can generate some thunderstorm activity. So we're going to put in a chance of some thunderstorms again tomorrow. That front should begin lifting back north as a warm front and away from us on Thursday. Okay, temperatures tonight. Unless you get some rain in your area and you get rain cooled, we probably won't fall below the low 70s from the metro area eastward, maybe some upper 60s out in the hill country. And then tomorrow, if you're on the north side of the front, you may not get out of the 80s. If you're on the south side of this little stationary front, we'll probably still get up to 90 degrees or so. Tonight, we're going to call for a chance of some thunderstorms, about 20% where you are, and the best chance tonight lies right along Highway 281 in the eastern hill country, down into Burnett and Blanco and up into Lampasas County, eastward through the metro area. All right? Large hail, damaging winds, the big threat. After dark, the tornado threat tends to decrease a little. 90 tomorrow, mostly cloudy, but a 20% chance of afternoon or evening thunderstorms firing tomorrow, too. Upper 80s on Thursday, back to 90 on Friday. This forecast is looking like early summer all the way through the weekend, and then another chance for some showers and thunderstorms first couple of days of next week.